I'm really excited to share another Thanksgiving recipe with you. Today I'm going to make for you a green bean casserole. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and I am living in the light by documenting my weight loss journey using Optavia's 5-in-1 program. Thanksgiving is coming up, and while we all love to get together and have a wonderful feast, if you are on a weight loss program, you can still stick with that program and have some of the most wonderful side dishes for your meal that you can possibly think of. So I have already shown you one cauliflower stuffing recipe. Today I'm going to show you a green bean casserole recipe that will be super healthy and will fit into any weight loss program. So what I'm gonna start with is 1 pound of frozen green beans. These are the whole green beans. I like those. If you wanna do the French style green beans or the cut green beans, that's fine. But I chose the frozen. You want 1 pound. So I got two 8-ounce bags of the green beans. I need 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup of light sour cream, 2 cups of chopped mushrooms. These will weigh 5 ounces if you're going to weigh them out, so I've weighed that out already. 1/4 of a cup of diced onion, some garlic, a little bit of stevia, some Parmesan cheese is going to go on the top, some reduced fat cheddar cheese. So this is, trust me, this is cornstarch, and also some pepper and some salt. So let me show you how to put this together. Before I show you how to make the green bean casserole, let me invite you to subscribe to my channel. Just hit that subscribe button down below. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Feel free to leave comments. Encouraging words, those are always great to hear. But if you would just please subscribe to my channel, that lets me know that you are enjoying this content, that you want to see more recipes like this. And it also lets YouTube know that this is the type of content you want to see on your YouTube feed. So hit that subscribe button and join the tribe. So here's what I'm going to do first. I've already steamed the green beans, so those are hot and ready to go. I'm going to chop up the 2 cups of mushrooms and just, you know, rough chop them. They don't have to be anything fancy. They're going to all cook down anyway. I love when we don't have to be all fancy like with our cuts. So that's the 2 cups. And then I need 1/4 of a cup of onion. We don't use a whole lot of onion with Optavia just because of the amount of carbohydrates that are involved in it. But a little bit of onion actually counts as a condiment. And I'm going to guess that this is probably close to 1/4 of a cup. So I'm just going to give it some slices in one direction. I don't bother doing that horizontal cut, honestly. I don't think that it really does anything. If you do a few very close together slices one direction and then just small little slices the other direction, you'll get a nice fine dice. What does Gordon Ramsay do, right? Don't tell him I said that. All right, let me see. This is probably more than 1/4 of a cup, but we'll check it out. Actually, it's pretty darn close. And like I usually say, close is close enough. So what I'm going to do is put about 3 sprays of baking spray. Actually, I'm going to use an avocado oil spray in a non-stick skillet. I'm going to throw all of this stuff, including a teaspoon of garlic, into the skillet, and I'm going to saute it until the vegetables are soft, and then I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, my mushrooms and onions and garlic are done. I'm going to dump them just on top of these green beans. They're going to sit here. I want these vegetables to kind of cool off a little bit, because when I add the sauce mixture to it, I don't want it to be too hot because it includes cheese, and I don't want to melt the cheese into a big clump right away. So I'm just going to let these cool off for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then I will come back and show you how to mix up the rest of it. Okay, I think my vegetables have sufficiently cooled down, and I'm going to make the sauce that I'm going to add to this, and that is going to require 1/4 cup of light sour cream, which is 4 tablespoons, so you can measure it however you want to. This is a great little 1/4 cup measure. If you don't have one of these, you're missing out. And then I need 3/4 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, and that's pretty much what this container is. It's actually might be a little bit less than 3/4 cup, but I think it's close enough. So I'm going to dump this in there. It should be 6 ounces for 3/4 cup, and this is like 5.3, but remember what I said earlier, close enough is close enough. We're going to let that go. And then I need a teaspoon of cornstarch. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And there's the salt. I'm going to eyeball the pepper. Close. Need to refill that puppy. And I need 1/2 packet of Stevia. So I'm just going to give it a little squirt. I don't even know why that's in there. Maybe it helps with the yogurt. Who knows? I'm just going to mix all that together. And I'm going to add it to my green beans. And try to get as much of that. I suppose I could use a spatula and really scrape everything out. I also have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. So let me grab a spatula. That way I know I can get all of the good stuff out. Just get this mixed together. Now don't worry, my family is going to get the real thing for Thanksgiving. And I think we're gonna eat this tonight with our dinner because I don't want to freeze this, because freezing sour cream and yogurt is going to change the consistency of it. So I don't want to do this one ahead of time. And I think I'm actually going to just do some green beans, or maybe green beans and mushrooms for myself for Thanksgiving. But we're gonna have some steaks tonight for dinner, and this would make an awesome side dish. Now, I will tell you, I need to add 2 ounces of cheese. So let me take care of that. And I put the cheese away. Use up this one. I want to use 2 ounces, which is a half a cup. Oh, that was exactly 2. That's 1 7/8. Let's use up. Let's open this one up. I'm going to add in that 2 ounces of reduced fat sharp cheddar cheese. You could use whatever reduced fat cheese you want. I don't know that it matters a whole lot. And then to make sure that I get the right serving, this makes 4 servings. And each serving of this green bean casserole equals 3 greens, a half of a healthy fat, a quarter of a lean, and 3 condiments. So if I were to do this for Thanksgiving, I wouldn't just do 1 serving, because that would use up all my greens. So I would do like a third of a serving so that I could have 1 green of green bean casserole. And then I'm gonna do a small portion of the cauliflower rice stuffing, that to equal 1 green, and then 1 other green. I think I'm gonna roast some turnips or some other kind of vegetable for my other green, just so that I can have 3 different side dishes for Thanksgiving. But let me zero out my scale, and I wanna weigh this so that I know how much it weighs, so that I can divide it. And when I do my 1/4, if I have a 1/4 of this as 1 serving tonight, I know how much it needs to weigh. So right now it weighs 2 pounds and 2 3/8 ounces. I need to add the 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to sprinkle 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese over the top. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven. It's a 350-degree oven, and I'm going to bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like when it's all finished. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. This is a huge thing that is technically 4 servings, so it's about a half a pound, but it's going to be about 8 ounces, 8.5 ounces per serving. If you want to do this as a single serving, the recipe is going to be in the description box below, along with all of the counts that are necessary, and how I plan to divide this up if I were to do it for Thanksgiving. I hope that you give this one a try. Please give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave some comments in the comments box down below if you think that you want to try this. And I hope that you will enjoy it. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.